Quentin Tarantino would rather direct Star Trek than Star Wars. Share. It would be worth having a meeting about. By Alex Osborne. Pulp Fiction and The Hateful Eight director Quentin Tarantino is more interested in directing a Star Trek film than one set in a Star Wars universe. On an episode of the Nerdist podcast via TrekNews.net, Tarantino was asked what kind of story he'd like to tell if he were to direct a Star Wars movie, to which he replied, "The actual answer to the question is that I would be more inclined to direct a Star Trek, rather than Star Wars." When asked about the kind of Star Trek movie he would want to make, Tarantino said, "I'm definitely a fan of the original series, in particular a fan of William Shatner's. That's my key into the series, William Shatner." He also spoke highly of The Next Generation, and said the time travel story in yesterday's Enterprise would be a great starting point for a feature film. The director said he liked J.J. Abrams' 2009 Star Trek movie, but wasn't as big fan of Into Darkness because of the casting of Benedict Cumberbatch. "It really bothered me that he was playing Khan," he said. "The thing that I liked about the first one is that Chris Pine is playing William Shatner and Zachary Quinto is playing Leonard Nimoy as Spock, so Benedict Cumberbatch can't be Khan." Additionally, TMZ spoke briefly with Tarantino and asked him if he would indeed be up for directing a Star Trek movie if the studio wanted him to helm the project, to which he replied it would be worth having a meeting about. He was also asked about his intent to retire after making 2 more films. Tarantino held up 2 fingers in response, reaffirming his prior statement that he will retire after making his 10th film. When IGN spoke with the director last year, he said his final 2 films could be a gangster movie in the style of Bonnie and Clyde and a story set in Hollywood's past. CBS recently debuted its new Star Trek television series. Read IGN's Star Trek Discovery series premiere review to find out why we found it to be something of a shakedown cruise as the show works to find its rhythm. Alex Osborne is a freelance writer for IGN. Find him on Twitter at @AlexOsborne.